I've been looking for the best sleep product on the market, and I think I found it. Sleep headband. This one has almost 50,000 reviews on Amazon, currently sits at 4.7 stars. I've used it for a few nights. I was quite impressed, but there are a few cons that I figure you might return it because of it, but there's a few fixes also to those cons, so make sure to stick around to hear them. And the reason why I am testing a product like this is because I'm getting a lot of emails of people that can't sleep. They have noisy neighbors and they either live in a shared dwelling or they're renting, or they just they don't have the means to soundproof. And this is an alternative to soundproofing your bedroom. One thing with these sleep headphones is that they are made specifically for sleeping and also specifically for side sleepers. But if you are somebody that sleeps on their backs like a mummy, you can obviously use noise canceling headphones, but let's face it, most people will roll around and will want to probably sleep on their sides. So headphones are probably not the way to go. But these, as I said, they're made for side sleeping. They're quite comfortable, more comfortable than wearing earplugs, because let's face it, I've worn earplugs in the past and you might get some type of Q-tip addiction because of the itchy, and it's not good. And you're probably wondering, what am I going to listen to in this? Music? No, not music. White noise? Well, white noise sounds like this. I have something better. Use brown noise, which sounds like this. If you ever want to fall asleep, even if you don't have a sleep product like this, if you're using white noise, consider just changing it to brown noise, because especially for something like this, if you have white noise blasting in your ears, even if you have it low, it's not going to be that great because this thing does not have any bass. I didn't find the music quality that great. As I said, there's almost no bass in these, and I would personally just stick with the brown noise or a podcast or an audiobook. That's fine, but listening to music, if you want something that has a lot better quality in music, then I would go with the $100 model. Now this one, the music quality is better, but you're going to have to pay $100 versus $20. So if it's just for sleeping, I would just buy the $20 model. I'll start with a pro. The first pro is that these noises, white, brown, music, it doesn't really bleed out. Whoever sleeps beside you won't hear it. That's a pretty good pro. One thing that some people fail to mention is that this thing is connected to your phone. It's Bluetooth, which is great. You just connect it to your phone. It's quite easy. You just find it in your Bluetooth setting and you connect. That's great. However, if you are listening to something that will last about an hour to make you fall asleep, if it stops playing, you'll have a voice in your head saying that it needs to reconnect. Quite loud, a lot louder than just your typical music. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Try to have something that will keep it connected all night, like a sleep app. Now let's go back to a pro. These things are very comfortable, and if you get chilly at night, it might be a pro for you, but it will keep you warm. However, if you live in a very warm climate, I found them a little bit, here it was warm, it was humid, one of the nights, I found them a little bit warm on my head. So that's one thing. One thing that you might find annoying at first, but if you use this every night, it's going to be fine. It's the same buttons for the tracks and the volume. So up and down changes the tracks, but if you keep it pushed, you will bring the volume up or down. It will go up quite fast. That's one thing that some people did find quite annoying, and I noticed it's not that bad. You'll get used to it. And also don't forget, this is connected to your phone. So make sure to put your phone on Do Not Disturb mode, because otherwise you'll be hearing those phone calls or a text or a notification in your ear. So just put on Do Not Disturb, because the first night I used it, I completely forgot. I got woken up by a text. Second night I put on Do Not Disturb. I didn't hear any texts or notifications, so problem solved. And this thing is said to last between 10 and 12 hours. It lasted 7 hours for me overnight, so it was fine. It takes about 2 hours to recharge and you're good to go for the next night. But really, after using these for a few nights, I found them, as I said, quite comfortable. I sleep on my side, I move around, and I didn't feel them. After I fell asleep, it was perfect. I'd give it a try. I would recommend it, and especially if you live in a noisy area, it's good. And one thing, if you're here because you have a hard time sleeping and you think a product like this might or might not help you, I have another video right here that it's all about how to soundproof on a budget, and a lot of these tips are for people that are renting. Yes, you can still soundproof a room for cheap just by yourself, and that video is going to help you do that. So combining that with this product, I think you're gonna have a pretty nice sleep. Let me know in the comment section below if you have one of these, if you've used one before. I just want to know if there's more cons, and also, of course, if there's a lot more pros. And hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.